The South Carolina Gamecocks are moving on to the Elite Eight for the first time in program history. Claudia, what are the reasons that they are going to this accomplishment?
Well, they played a great game against Baylor tonight. You know, they won 70-50, and they played a complete game for not only the first time this tournament, but for the first time mostly this entire season. They came out strong from the start, both on offense and defense, and they looked like a great team from start to finish. You know, at the Duke game and the Marquette game, they were a second half team primarily, and for the first time they really proved that, you know, they're a team to reckon with from start to finish.
You're right. I mean, the Gamecocks were truly dominant, and this was the first time all year that we've seen that. It's the first time that we were able to see that the Gamecocks could defend the ball really well and also hit almost nearly all their shots, and that's what made them so dominant in this game, and that's going to make them scary moving forward.
I agree, and something that really helped them was that they're continuing to improve on their free throws every single game. In Friday's contest and the Sweet 16 matchup, they made 77% of their free throws, and that just continues to improve throughout the tournament. And like we said at the very beginning of this tournament, you know, they weren't going to win games if they could not improve on their free throws, and they're doing it, and they look good.
You're right. Making your free throws is very important, and it's something the Gamecocks had struggled with much for a while this year, and it's great to see that they're hitting most of their shots. They still missed some early, but they recovered, and that's what you want to see.
Yeah, and one last thing that really worked for the Gamecocks was Sindarius Thornwell once again had a great game. You know, he's proving, you know, at the SEC tournament he didn't have his best game, and he's just proven throughout this entire NCAA tournament that he completely deserved that SEC Player of the Year award.
Yes, he had a phenomenal game. He had 24 points, but also everybody else on the starting lineup produced well. You had Dozier with 12, you had Notice with 11, and you had Silva with 11. And also Kotsar still had a great game. He didn't do that much on the score sheet. I think he only had a bucket or two, but he played great defense to hold Motley in check, and that's why we won.
Yeah, and another, you know, everybody produced, and everybody stayed out of foul trouble for the most part. You know, we did commit a lot of fouls, but nobody fouled out. And, you know, at the Duke game, 2 of our players fouled out, and that was really hurt the Gamecocks at the end. You know, they ended up still winning that game against Duke, but not having, you know, Dozier on the court for those final few minutes, you know, hurt them at the end.
Yes, it'll definitely be interesting to see how they move forward. Now, let's go hear what the Gamecocks players thought about their victory.
Try not to think about it. Just trying to take it one game at a time. It's a one-game season right now. You win, you keep going. You lose, you're done. So we just try not to think about that. Just trying to focus on Sunday.
It's big. It's big. You know, making history is always a great thing. And just being able to make it with this group of guys makes it even that more special. You know, we just thank the coaching staff that came here 5 years ago, you know, with the mission. You know, they was on a mission, and to see where they got this program is really a blessing.
Definitely defense. Defense is our specialty. That's what keeps us going, and that's what creates our offense. So if we're doing a pretty good job on defense, we definitely going to be putting up a lot of shots on offense.
Why not us? You know, we weren't supposed to be here. We were not supposed to be in the Elite Eight now. We weren't even supposed to make it past the first round. So it's just great. Just keep proving everybody wrong. You know, everybody keeps saying, you know, we're not going to beat this team. We're not going to beat that team. You know, just to keep winning, and it just feels great to keep proving the doubters wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Phil, it's what we've done all year. We're a good defensive team, and we're disciplined. We didn't commit a lot of fouls. We're on point today defensively. We've been good all year, but we're on point. Our ball screen defense was good. Kotsar, I realize his numbers probably don't look great. He was great defensively. He kept Motley in bad spots on the floor, so Motley couldn't get going. Chris Silva stayed out of it. We were good defensively.
You know.
Yeah, so the players really felt like this was a really good game from start to finish, like we said. But, you know, they're not working at the Final Four. They're not looking at the championship. They're just taking it one game at a time. And they'll take that next game on Sunday in the Elite Eight matchup, where they'll face the winner of the Wisconsin-Florida game. Be sure to keep up with all the rest of South Carolina's games throughout the weekend at CCS on SGTV. Well, from Madison Square Garden, I'm Claudia Chakamian.
I'm Ben Parsons, and we'll see y'all on Sunday.